What's going on, guys? Well, I had a lot of love for my last video there, so I figured I would make another video to help you get through the day. You know, one of the things that we have right now are Colosseum bubbles. As you can see, that through the day, just sit there because once you get your blood stored, there's not really much you need. If I bring over the Brave Exvius site here, or sorry, the Exvius wiki, if I am you, which I am because I'm one of you, right now for me, all I'm farming is this, Meg Ether. So I get the same thing out of this, so all I do is S1 farm. If you can only do A1 farm, do A1 farm, because X potions are better. I think that's a typo, by the way. Also, you don't farm these. You don't farm these. Another thing that's pretty good is the X potion, obviously, but Magicite. Okay, Magicites are pretty good to farm if you need to level your espers. Why not, right? So those are the things you could set this macro up that I'm going to show you how to create. If I don't screw that up. Alright, so as we get started here, I'm going to show you how to create a macro that for when you were on the home screen and you see you have 3 bubbles, you're going to bring over the operation record here. If it'll actually come up for me. There it is. Sorry guys. Seems to be a little bit of feedback there. So you're going to say, hey, look, I got 3 Colosseum bubbles. What do I do? Well, what you're going to do is you're going to hit Colosseum Farm, click, and it's going to finish all those bubbles at the same time. You can do this for a lot of things, but sometimes, we just forget how we can make things just a little bit easier for us through the day. Okay, so let's get started here. Alright, so obviously we know we're ready. We want to be at the home screen. Main thing you do is make sure your party is the right party. Okay, before you start this, because if you have your TM grinding macro going, and then you click Colosseum and you're grinding the advanced S there, your party's going to be dead, and you're going to waste your bubbles. So here we go. Let's get started. All right. So we're going to hit record, and we are going to hit the Colosseum. I have the right party. We're going to give it a second, because sometimes there's a little bit of latency in the program. We're going to hit this, double tap this again. So make sure you double tap it. And we are doing advanced, double tap again. And we are doing S, double tap again. And we are doing S1, double tap again. Okay, tap right there again. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we are going to set this up for the best. So we can even do the boss if we need to. Okay, so we're going to full break, and you're going to slow down when you're doing this. Okay, you're going to hit Drainer or whichever. If you're using the other sword, you're going to do that. And you're going to use barrage. So try to have a barrage unit. Like double tap when you're doing this as well. You have a Kefka. And we're going to only bring it down a little bit. Hit that. And Bioblaster, my favorite thing. Double tap that. And we're going to go through. Go through again even if you want to, just to make sure they all go off. And what we're going to do is we're going to hit the repeat button. I'm going to hit the repeat button again. We're going to hit the repeat button again even though it's not there, just in case something happens, your units get screwed up there. Okay, we're going to try to hit this close button here. Okay, so what you can do from now is So when you hit the close, it might go to the S2. What you can do right now is you can set this up to continue running, which I'm going to do. So if it's S2, that's fine. Or if it's S1, if it keeps going, that's fine. Double click. Okay, so what we did there is we made sure even if the pop-up screen comes up that your quest is done for the day, you're still going to go through. Okay, so here we're going to do the same thing. I like Blizzaga. Full break. Again, if you're having trouble with your macro finishing, double click the stuff. Okay, go through, double click again, every unit. I'm gonna double click repeat when it comes up again. So the best thing to have is a couple barrage units. Set your party up for this if you're having trouble. A couple barrage units that you know if and when you get to the boss, they're gonna kill the boss just like they're killing this. And the reason we're farming S1 or S2 is because it's the Meg Ether, right? It's the only thing really useful at the moment for us. As soon as, I think in the next week, the arena, you're going to hit the double click repeat. The arena is going to use the same bubbles as Colosseum, I've read, so we'll have to wait and see. But for now, your AFK farming, here you go. Okay, we're going to click the same place as the repeat button again. Okay, S1 again. Remember, keep double clicking all these things. This video is pretty repetitive from the first stage. All we're doing is making this easy for us. To get by these points, you have to double click. Okay, I'm just doing this quickly now. Barrage. A barrage unit is almost necessary for this if you want to be able to AFK farm the boss. And double click the repeat. Double click the repeat. Now, and we're going to double click the repeat again right now. And then until it says that, and then we're done. We're gonna hit stop on the macro. So that's how you make a macro up to do a full 3-bubble Colosseum clear farming Meg Ethers. You can alter that to what you want. The things to consider are connecting times. Know your machine's connecting time. How many times it takes for your party to kill the 3 mobs versus the 2. You want to make sure you're repeating through. Let's see. If you got like a very strong unit who does AoE, you probably do that in 1 turn. So again, these are like, if you got a lightning there, you're gonna hit probably area blast and it's gonna clear them, right? So these are things to consider when you're trying to get stuff done at home. Trying to cook supper, you're trying to do your work on your computer, whatever. You see you have 3 bubbles. Now you go through and you say, hey, 3 bubbles. Take a breath from your trust grinding. And you get to the home screen, you make sure your party's okay, and you hit the Colosseum farm, bang, and it'll go through. If it skips at any point for what I've shown you, just set it up for 1. Work through it slowly. Get to the 2nd stage, get to the 3rd stage. I mean, there's nothing wrong with setting it up once and just having it go back to the same screen, right? Anything that's, rather than those Colosseum bubbles sitting there full all the time, you might as well get something for them. Guys, I hope you liked the video. I hope you appreciate it. If you do, please like, subscribe. Thanks a lot, guys.